stay on track. Find out how to stay on track as you seek to follow Jesus in this episode of 5 Minutes Closer. I'm Vaughn Weatherford, and this is 5 Minutes Closer. For the next 5 minutes, let's explore some biblical truths and apply them to your life. No podcast, including this one, can transform your life or give you what you really need. Only Jesus can do that. You can find out why in what I've called the first five episodes of 5 Minutes Closer. Each following episode explores scriptural truths that, if you follow them, will bring you 5 minutes closer to the person God created you to be. Let's see if we can get you 5 minutes closer. I don't know about you, but I tend to worry about all the wrong things. I'll be driving along and the guy in front of me will be going 5 miles under the speed limit, while the guy behind me seems to want to go 20 miles over the speed limit. I'm looking at the guy in front of me thinking, come on, buddy, we're not getting any younger. Either move it along or get out of the way. I'm looking at the guy behind me thinking, so you want to clean my bumper while you're riding it? I can't go any faster than the guy in front of me. Just climb right on in my back seat and we'll have a conversation about safe driving techniques. Meanwhile, as I'm trying to help these two gentlemen learn how to drive correctly, I miss my exit. While I was worrying about their driving techniques, I forgot to check my own. Peter had a miss my exit moment in John chapter 21. Jesus has just given him a simple command for the rest of his life. Feed my sheep. Jesus then indicated that this simple command would lead Peter down some difficult roads. Ultimately, Peter would lay down his life for the Savior. Then Peter gets off track in John chapter 21, starting with verse 20. Peter turned and saw the disciple whom Jesus loved following them, the one who also leaned back against him during the supper and had said, Lord, who is it that's going to betray you? When Peter saw him, he said to Jesus, Lord, what about this man? Jesus tells Peter that he will die for him, and Peter immediately has a thought. What about John? Does he just get easy street while I'm down in the trenches? Is he going to suffer like me, or does he get off with just a warning? Jesus, you better make this disciple thing fair. Isn't that just like all of us? Jesus tells us to do something, and immediately we're looking around to see if anybody else is doing it. If they're doing it better, we get jealous, or we try to prove that we can do it better. If they're doing it worse, we're quick to point that out to the Lord. See, Lord, I may not be witnessing as I should, but at least I'm doing it better than that guy. Here's the problem. None of that matters. There will always be someone who you could define as doing the Lord's command better than you. And there will always be someone who you can define as doing it worse than you. Jesus didn't tell you to do it better than that guy or pat you on the head and tell you at least you're doing it better than the other guy. Jesus just told you to do it. That's exactly what Jesus tells Peter in verse 22. Jesus said to him, if it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? You follow me. We all have a little bit of Simon Peter in us. We struggle with focus, with comparing ourselves to others when we should be focusing on Jesus. So how do we avoid this common mistake? Focus on Jesus. It's so simple, yet so easy to get off track. If this was easy for Peter to lose focus, standing there looking at the resurrected Savior, trust me, it's going to be deceptively easy for us to do also. We need to do what Peter eventually did, and what he would call all other believers to do in his letter that we call 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. So put away all malice and all deceit and hypocrisy and envy and all slander. Like newborn infants, long for the pure spiritual milk, that by it you may grow up into salvation, if indeed you have tasted that the Lord is good. Focus on Jesus, because now you're 5 minutes closer. My prayer is that these 5 minutes have challenged you, inspired you, and caused you to consider applying God's message for your life from His Word. To find out more, visit our website at 5minutescloser.com. Join me next time to see if we can get you 5 minutes closer.